The names of the members who contributed to the completion of the project: Aju Abdul Rahim, Belgasem Anis, Meda Abdul Jalil, Belgasem Abdul Razak, Aju Sofian, Mahmoudi Anis, Jabri Syed Ahmed. We will show you the first project for the second year of high school in English about Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela biography. Nelson Mandela was born in the 18th of July 1918. He is the first black president of South Africa. Mandela is politician, revolutionary fostering racial reconciliation. He served as Secretary General of the Non-Aligned Movement in 1898–1999. Early life. Mandela was born on the 18th of July 1918 in the village of Mavezo in Umtata, Transkei Province, South Africa. He is given the forename Rolilala, meaning troublemaker. In later years he became known by his clan name, Madaba. He grew up with two sisters in his mother's house in the village of Kunu. He worked as a cattle boy and spent much time outside with other boys. His mother became Christian and sent him to local Methodist school when he was about 7. Mandela's mother took him to the Great Palace at Mkhekezweni under the custody of the guardianship of the Thembu regent, Chief Jongintaba Dalindibo. He studied English, Xhosa, history and geography. He loved African history through listening to palace elders' visitors. Nelson Mandela said, "No one in my family had ever attended school. On the first day of school my teacher, Miss Mdingen, gave each of us an English name. This was the custom among Africans in those days and was undoubtedly due to the British. Bias of our education. That day, Miss Mdingen told me that my new name was Nelson. Why this particular name I have no idea." Mandela, 1994. Mandela began his secondary education at Clarkbury Methodist High School in Enkobo, a Western-style institution that was the largest school for black Africans in Thembuland. He is encouraged to socialize with other students on equal basis. In 1937 he moved to Healdtown, the Methodist college in Fort Beaufort. The headmaster emphasized the superiority of English culture and government, but Mandela became increasingly interested in native African culture. Mandela began studying law at the University of the Witwatersrand, where he was the only black African student and faced racism. In 1943, Mandela met Anton Lembede, who is totally against racism. Despite his friendships with non-blacks and communists, Mandela embraced Lembede's views, believing that black Africans should be entirely independent in their struggle for political self-determination. Mandela was elected as South Africa's first black chief executive in Pretoria on the 10th of May 1994, televised to 1 billion viewers globally. 40 million, around 23 million lacked electricity or adequate sanitation, and 12 million lacked clean water supplies, with 2 million children not in school and a third of the population illiterate. There was 33% unemployment, and just under half of the population lived below the poverty line. Under Mandela's presidency, welfare spending increased by 13% in 1996–97, 13% in 1997–98, and 7% in 1998–99. At Mandela's reign was full of welfare for blacks in education, health, food equal to whites. Mandela died on 5 December 2013 at the age of 95.